Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we did some racing and conquered the Tatooine racetrack. In this episode, let's see what else we can do in Anchorhead. I don't think I talked to this dude. So basically, you can pay this guy and you can do an unofficial run on the track, so that way you can practice the track if you need to. Anyway, let's leave and explore more of Anchorhead. I think we might be able to clear out most of Anchorhead in this episode and finally go to the Dune Sea, if I remember everything of what's left of Anchorhead. What, my autoprint? Are you serious? Ching palamule tongking ba nunotak togning chatukunde mulerabes ka chikun ida hodonga yiking kuno ba mulera chikun slimo podona de hodonga kungabe. Sure, why not? Scan away. Tolpa da pongwale ganduna gugu chuchut kabadum kupilio bote Bonanai kuchu, awaga boska chocola, mucha shag panka. Takom justach miki grabarmogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Let's double check. I don't think Bastila has anything new to say.
Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
We got some Dark Jedi waiting for us. Let's take them out. I think, if I recall correctly, I think there's always a group of Dark Jedi waiting for you on every planet. So this is just the group that was waiting for us on Tatooine. I think no matter where you go, you will always fight a group of Dark Jedi on all of the star map planets. So you got a yellow crystal, might put that in my saber later. Dark Jedi robes. Crystal, a short saber. A Sith pistol, enchanting dual shielding, a crystal and a data pad. Where's the data? Here we go. This should be a new one. This data pad contains detailed descriptions of you and Bastila. It also has a brief message. Bastila has escaped Taris. Whoever finds and disposes of her and her Jedi companion will be greatly rewarded by Lord Malak himself. Ooh, I should also take a look at those Dark Jedi robes. Alright, so they're the same as the Jedi Knight robes, it's just darker. Bastila, let's give you some Dark Jedi robes. That increases your stats a little bit. Here we have a door. I should also take a look, because we got like a short lightsaber. Let's see here. So it's 2 to 12, while regular lightsaber does 4 to 23. I think that's because I have crystals equipped to it. It's a balanced weapon. Weapon penalty if used in the offhand. Sabers comes in shorter styles, often used in the offhand during two-weapon fighting. As such, larger versions, different focusing crystals can produce different effects. I forget which is... Okay, the right hand is my main hand. So if I were to put this lightsaber in my offhand, so it would be a plus 12, and that's without crystals. I might give that short saber some crystals and see how that looks. Cabbage, what are you? Ah, you're the cantina. So the droid shop is a little further onward. So let's head for the cantina. Because Bastila's mother is supposedly here.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office if you want to complain about conditions here. I don't want to hear it. You swoop racers. Do you even know what it takes to run an outpost like this? As long as there's flat ground, what do you care?
I want to ask a few questions if you have the time.
I don't really have any interest in helping you. Will this be quick?
You're not much of a spokesman for Circuit Corporation.
Like I said before, I don't much care what you think. I'll be on the street if business keeps dropping, and it will.
Anything useful you say? Let's go back to my first question.
Make it quick.
I'm looking for something. Who knows the planet best?
Nobody we've brought, that's for sure. Our expert said this rock was supposed to have mining potential to last for years. Nothing but garbage ore, good for nothing. You ever try to sell someone garbage? My name's Mud in 3 systems now. Good.
Right, you're not much of a talker.
How are the Sand People doing so much damage? Blasters beat gaffy sticks, don't they?
Jawa server. Please, could you try to speak more clearly? Wait a minute. We that are taken, are some of your people missing?
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Or was that someone else? I've been distracted by what happened on Taris.
Yes, I was at Mothma's. Yes, can I ask you a question or two?
Sure, not a problem. Might as well try to pass along some of what I know. My racing days are pretty much done.
I want to ask you, and racing.
Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name.
Is this the best place for racing?
Best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Yeah. Always look forward to going back. Now, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in the winner's circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know?
What made Taurus any different than here?
Woman. I never won on Taris, but it was always my first stop on the circuit, and the last if I could help it. That doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, gone.
How long did you race?
Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young.
Why do you think that?
It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit, but dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass.
Let's go back to my first question. Your answers are tiresome. No, I'm not gonna be rude. Is this Bastila's mother?
I'm sorry, do I know you?
I am here, Mother. Don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
My mother is long dead, if you must know. Is she? I don't know if we ever learned about our character's mother. Hey, leave me out of this.
Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for Krayt dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a Krayt dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Sorry if there was a cut. I was interrupted. Why didn't you get the holocron yourself, Miss Lena?
As my daughter is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition. Nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
Don't you want to find your father's remains, Bastila?
What remains would there be? Krayt dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron. An ignoble end to a fine man.
Why don't you get the holocron? Oh, we already asked that. What about your mother's sickness?
Doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
So now we have a task to try and find the holocron.
Well, fresh face for the game. I wonder, would you care to play? My name is Furco Nellis. My vice is Bazak.
No, not interested in playing you. What do you have to
Who are
say?
you then? Only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum.
Do you have anything for sale?
The corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand.
You got some med packs. Ooh, some spikes. Boffin stuff. Quick draw blaster. Mandalorian blaster. Stabilized gauntlets. Advanced stealth unit. Sock card. Hair triggers.
You again.
I want to ask things here on Tatooine.
What, did some Zerka promoter tell you to come to this planet? I pity you if you were expecting a prosperous mining outpost. Nothing here but sand and more sand. There's a little hunting and racing, but nothing that'll make a small man rich.
Goodbye. Now that we have a mission to look for Bastila's father's holocron. Hopefully we can find it. Now where is this droid shop? Rubble of the dunes.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force?
Oh, hello.
For fun? You know, a little jolt to the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Okay, that was kind of funny. This looks like the droid shop. Let's see if we can get that special droid. Ooh. Droid's not responsive. Ooh, hello.
Greetings. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query: would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
You mentioned battle and protocol. Outline your functions.
Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Yukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
Why are you keeping information to yourself?
Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me.
Access your memory is restricted?
Statement. Indeed, it is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expansive.
How do I know you'll be loyal once the restraining bolt is removed?
Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so.
Why would you assume that?
Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well.
Doesn't Ahsoka question you and about your relocation to restore your functions? Or to reveal your functions?
Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid.
Alright, I'll see about purchasing you.
The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining.
does Yuka know you talk about him like this?
Statement. I wish only to be purchased and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Let's talk to him about the droid. And see also what he's got for sale. What do you have available in your shop? Let me ask you a few questions about HK-47. You don't seem to know much about it.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it?
Why haven't you wiped its memory? What functions have you tested? What does the HK-47 destination mean? Where did you get this HK-47?
Gee, that doesn't sound suspicious at all. Warehouse workers have a bad habit of paying off their debts with other people's property, you know?
Uninterested. Let's talk price. Could I convince you to lower the price a bit? That was quick, desperate to sell. Let me see. I think you can make him go lower. Perhaps I convince you to go lower? Come now, think of advertisement you would get from me. 2,500 credits then. I'll pay it. I'm looking for exotics, something called a star map. What is stopping the Jawas from scavenging? Did the Jawas bring you this HK-47? Oh, what do you have in stock besides droids? Show me what you have. Let's see. Ooh, infinite computer spikes. I'll just grab a few. You also have infinite parts. I'll also grab some with my ridiculous amount of credits. Also, just a tip of advice, if you're planning on buying anything from this guy, you can be aggressive at him and threaten him to lower the price to 2,500, but if you do that, you will not be able to buy anything from his shop once you purchase a HK-47. So keep that in mind if you still want access to this shop. Stun. Heavy droid plating. I don't see anything related to swoop bikes, but okay. Now let's claim our droid.
I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Kill something for me?
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
Travel with me now.
I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
So HK's joined our party. Let's remove Bastila for the time being, because we're gonna need HK. We might put her back once we find Mission's brother. We'll add Bastila back in the party so we can complete her quests. So let's outfit HK and level him up, and I think we'll call the episode. Light droid plating. Let's upgrade him first. So skills. Let's put it in repair so that way he can better repair himself. Put 1 point in security. Droid upgrade class 2. Attributes. Let's up his dexterity. Let's put a point in. Let's put a point in his awareness and repair. Demolitions, repair. Alright, let's take a look at his feats. This I think he'll get automatically at level 3. This character is very resilient, plus vitality point. I forgot he could get toughness. Let's give him some toughness. Skills. Awareness and repair. That's all of his upgrades. So let's give him some heavy droid plating. Give him some environmental shields. What? Carbine. Let's give him this. Let's also give him a flamethrower and a shield disruptor. Computer probe. Focus blaster pistol. I don't ever plan on giving him pistols, so that's not useful. Let's give him this for the time being. And now we have him kitted out. So we'll end things off here. In the next episode, we'll go see a Jawa about his missing people. and then finally head out into the Dune Sea. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the video, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all next time. Later.